Chris Hemsworth, a couple of John Wick-style action scenes, the Russo brothers. I'm in. What is up, Netflix fans? Welcome back to my channel. Every weekend, I'm talking the new movie or TV show on Netflix, and this weekend's movie, starting off, is Extraction. I was nervous about this film, hesitant in a way, but also really excited because of the Russo brothers, because of Chris Hemsworth. Did it live up to expectations? Let's talk about it. So Tyler Rake, a fearless black market mercenary, embarks on the most deadly extraction, that's the name of the movie, of his career when he's enlisted to rescue the kidnapped son of an imprisoned international crime lord. Now, one, this is based on a novel, and two, it's not directed by the Russo brothers. It is produced and written by the Russo brothers. Our director here is Sam Hargrave, a bit of a newcomer, but looking at this behind-the-scenes video, the Russo brothers tweeted this out, the man actually strapped himself to a car, and this is the action scene that everyone's going to be talking about, and did the dirty work himself, and I appreciate that, man. I respect that. And he showed some chops with this film. He really did. In terms of action and the showcasing of what we want in a movie like this, it will absolutely deliver on the entertainment factor. And I'm kind of showing my cards, but I had fun with this movie. I really did. It's not winning any awards, right? We're not going to look at it and say it's the best script we've ever seen. Oh, it's this incomprehensible plot and you have to think so hard and use your brain. No, it's very simple. The movie's called Extraction. That's exactly, it's literally what it's about and what is happening throughout the entire film. But the way that they piece together this action, and at first, I was hesitant, obviously, going into the film, but as we were developing throughout the first couple of scenes, I'm thinking to myself, I still don't care about these characters enough to feel like I'm going to get attached. We do a lot of development, but it's more so world development and story development when it comes to the group of people that we're not rooting for, instead of our characters that we don't get much from in the first couple of scenes. So I'm sitting back thinking, I don't know if this is all going to come together because, obviously we're going to care about Chris Hemsworth, but it's up to the story, it's up to the writing to get us to care about Tyler Rake, the character that Hemsworth is playing. Thankfully, as the movie progresses, and it doesn't get all the way there in terms of story and narrative, you're going to see a lot of negative reviews for this film, and it all comes down to really, what did you want out of Extraction? I didn't expect it to go beyond the levels of what it gave us, and I was appreciative of how we started the development a bit more as we went along, and we learned, I think, as much as we needed to know, maybe not more so, about these two characters, Hemsworth's character and obviously the character he is extracting. So by the end of the film, there is that emotional connection there, so when the stakes are high, you're sitting back going, okay, I do care. And I'm happy that they gave us that development that maybe they were lacking at first. And other than maybe the first act in general, but kind of the build-up, which was slow, and I will admit that, I needed more from the first act of this film. Off and running, boom, action scene after action scene, bloody, violent. If you're not into that kind of thing, don't know why you're watching this movie. But if you are, I think Extraction is going to pay dividends, man. And I look at the craft when it comes to the action-centric filmmaking here, and that's what blew me away, because I didn't expect it to be not John Wick, but close to John Wick level as we progressed. In the scene that I've already talked about just a little bit, I've kind of tipped my hat. It is the one take that takes place right before the halfway point of the movie, and as we're going, we go from car chase to out of the cars to back in the cars to an actual chase, and I'm sitting back thinking, this hasn't cut yet. And I had heard there was a really cool action set piece about halfway through the film. I start to realize this is it, and the camera never cuts. And you guys know me, I'm a sucker for a good one take, and it all comes down to, did you buy it? Was it realistic? Yes, it was. It was so cool, man. And at that point, I sat back and realized I'm having fun with this. I may not be all there on the story, and I agree somewhat with the sentiments that the script could have used some work. But then again, you have to look at the expectations going into a Netflix action film. You look at the people behind it, the Russo brothers. Obviously, there's going to be that craft there. An up-and-coming, newer director showcasing his chops. It's like everything was falling in place for this to kind of pay off on the fact that it's a fun action movie on Netflix starring Chris Hemsworth with John Wick-style violence. That's what you're looking for in the movie. That's kind of what I was looking for. I think you're going to find that. I think you're going to have a good time with it. There's a cameo-ish of sorts. I mean, his name's on IMDb, so you know he's in the movie most likely. But Netflix fans will really enjoy that, and I liked what they did with his character. The only thing, and it didn't bother me, but I'm watching the movie and I'm like, this is a harsh yellow filter over top of what could have been a bit more colorful of a movie. That's a minor critique, obviously, but it was very yellow. So if you like yellow, sunshine. Once again, the story is not intricate. The script could have used some work, but my expectations were here in terms of filmmaking and craft, and I got more than I anticipated. So I had fun with this movie. If you guys enjoyed this review, if you like what we're doing on this channel, hit that thumbs up button. It helps out this channel. It tells me you want more. And as for my score, solid 7 out of 10. A 70% for Extraction. Just a solid and fun movie on Netflix. One that's worth your time. One that I think if you go in wanting action and violence and gore and a bit of cursing, you get all those things in a really sweet one take in the middle that just upped everything about the movie at that point. So appreciate you guys for watching. I'll be back later on today with Afterlife Season 2 and some more stuff. I'll see you soon.